What is up, guys? Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today I'm going to have a look at the Neon Genesis Evangelion officially licensed Tamashii Nations Bandai NXEDGE style EVA-00 prototype plus ESV shield and whatever the hell else is on there. You can read that if you want to. I'm not going to do that. It's the NX0025 also from the series. I only got the EVAs, I only got the Neon Genesis stuff. I'm not gonna get any Gundams or whatnot. That's something, I mean, I like Gundam, but I never really followed that show. And that's the rules for figures. I usually have to be somewhat invested into it to get a figure of it. And I don't mean to be bad, I don't mean to rag on Gundam. Just honestly, I probably get some because they look amazing, but I have way too much stuff already on my plate. So anyway, enough about the Gundams, let's have a look at EVA-00. For those of you unfamiliar with the NXEDGE style series, it's basically mechs in a chibi version. So they're obviously smaller, and they have the bigger heads and whatnot, and I like that. I thought it was something different, something else, so I picked up EVA-01. And now I have 00 in here, size about 10 centimeters to the top of the head, 4 inches tall, or small, if you want to look at it that way. Overall paint and detail for these is very nicely done, especially since it's such a small figure, and you have a very flat color on it. It's not metallic, and I agree with that because it's a robot. I mean, you say, oh, metallic robot, idiot, robots are made out of metal. But these guys, I really don't mind. I mean, and they do spice it up with some metallic over here where you can clearly see the ring light shining off. That's a very cool effect, actually. I like that. Also in the eye, or whatever the hell that is. It's very nice and cleanly done. I don't see any slips. Just a conversion, you got like the black. This is, the shoulder pads are a little bit more shiny. I don't know if that's by design or if it's just a different material. Because it is a little bit more sturdy, while the rest of it is somewhat soft. It's not as soft as you can push it in. Look at that, look at that. Let's just go in there. I can't even go in there. The camera's just like, no, I can't zoom that far. We can't see the detail of that. Got some more detail in the back. And speaking of which, I mean, I've mostly been focusing on the paint for whatever reason, but detail. This is a chibi version. That doesn't make it less, I don't know, serious, it doesn't make it super cartoony. It's still trying to capture the look of the figure as best as it can. And I think it does a very good job. Once again, this is a different material, so it's a little bit more shiny. And that's cool. And that's that. Articulation-wise, this is basically like EVA-01. So I'm a little bit over how good this is, but it's still good. First of all, you have some very nice articulation in the neck and head part. Because here you have this joint, which you would think it's a hinge, but this joint is probably connected to a ball in a torso, so you can rotate it around. It also has a ball in the head though, so you can bring it around over there as well. And they left a lot of space for it in the neck, so you get quite a bit out of it. Then we have these long pegs in the arms, which are connected to this piece in the chest, which once again, it has like a hinge on it, so you can bring it forward a lot. Doesn't go back though, and then I rip this off. Didn't mean to do that, but I mean it shows it the articulation. So this pad goes into a hinge, basically moves up and down. You have a bicep swivel. This actually works nice without the shoulder pad. You have the single hinge in the elbow, and you have the fist that rotates around. Doesn't really move up and down because there's no room there, as you can tell. Then at the torso, you have what I guess it's like a ball joint stuck in there. Because it can bring it around a little bit, but it gets blocked. It actually goes around a lot more than I expected. But it's basically, the back and forth motion is very good. It leaves some gaps, yes, but what are you gonna do? It looks like the torso is screaming. Sorry about that. I'm stupid. And you can bring it around down at the hips. Those don't really move around. You got a little bit of wiggle motion, but that's it. Mostly for rotating around though. Then you have the feet. Then we have the legs. You have this. Now the legs that's just this weird kind of hinge. It is on a ball over here, but they have, see, you have this piece that just kind of moves out like that. And I don't know why they did that because it's just hindering. I mean, it goes forward very nicely. You can play soccer, or football, or both, haha. But it doesn't really go back that much because it gets blocked by this entire piece over here. So I don't know why they did that, and I don't know why it's going forward. And so if it would go down, it would be better. Yeah, and of course they have the peg hole. That's a peg hole, nothing else. For the base. You have another single hinge in the knee. And once again, very nicely engineered. You have a hole over there, so you can rotate that in there. This entire piece. And it comes out when you move it out, obviously. But I just feel like that's very nicely done. Cool stuff. The feet are on a ball pack, once again, in there. And you have this gap, so you can move it up all the way. Can move it down. And it doesn't really go side to side, as you can tell. It just goes off a little bit. If you try to go too far, it just goes off. Doesn't break off, just like the shoulder. Don't panic. It's not broken. I can fix it. I think. I hope. Yeah, there you go. And since this is on a hinge over here, you can also move around the arm. And I completely forgot about that because it went off. And this is soft plastic. Actually went off again. This is completely soft plastic, so it will bend out of the way if you push it down. So that's cool. Now let me get that back on. Click. Man, I gotta tell you, they got some really cool ideas for accessories. I mean, first of all, you have the shield. Was that even in the original? I remember I've seen You Cannot Advance. Was that the second one? I think that was the second re-released movie. Where they have the shield, of course, giving back up to Shinji in his EVA with the sniper and whatnot. Why am I telling you this? You should know. If you don't know, go watch Evangelion. It's pretty good. But this is nicely done. Detail going all over it. Paint job. Very, very clean once more, and you have all the stuff to hold it up. Can that peg in the base? I'm just curious right now. Does that peg in the base? It doesn't really peg in, but you can hold it with it, so that's fine. I mean, you want to have your EVA holding it anyway, so you don't really need the peg, I guess. You have the regular gun. It's exactly the same that EVA-01 had. That's not saying it's bad, of course. It still looks nice. Metallic paint job. I mean, there's nothing, no super detail going on, but that's fine. That's how it looks. You have a different chest piece and different shoulder pads. Hold on. For different look of your EVA, like the bulky shoulder pads without the entire wing on it. I don't know why I'm calling it a wing, but for lack of better terms, we got these open hands, and I'm losing my voice. Very nicely done. Look at all the detail going on over there. Nice. Open gripping hands, and of course you need some trigger finger hands, which is kind of weird because she doesn't have some regular hands to hold the shield. Did I just say she? Yeah, I have Ray in my mind just because Ray is piloting that. And the hands are very soft, so you can wrap that around, and there you go. I mean, it still holds it nicely. It's just like kind of weird because it's a trigger finger hand, but whatever. Not really worth complaining. And you have a base, which you can connect on the sides. You can bring it upward, actually. You can make a cube with it if you have enough pieces, I guess. And then you have these pylons. And you can make a parking garage or something. You can stack these up, you can bring these together, and you put your other EVAs or your Gundams up there. You can make a tower. You can make a tower with it, which is pretty cool. I like that idea. And then you have this piece, which is to hold your EVA or other weapons or whatnot. It's weird as it doesn't rotate on its own. You have to take this off and then move it around. Put it in the slot you want it to. Also up here, same thing. And then you have this dual hinge, this arm, which I don't know why it goes down. It's down here, it just goes in that direction, and up here it just goes left and right. Why isn't it going the same direction? I already had that problem with the EVA-01, and I don't really care for that. And then we have this, and then we have another one of these. Same problem. And let's have one final look at both of them, both robots, androids, whatever, angels. Yeah, I don't want to go too deep into that. But they both look very cool together. I'm already happy, and I'm waiting for EVA-02 to come in. Have I even shown the cord? I feel like I forgot about that when I had the accessories, but you have a cord which you can pack, the power cord which you can pack into the base over here, and then goes into the back. It looks very nice. I just feel like this is way too long. But yeah, anyhow, looks good together, very nice, but let's have one final look. And the final thoughts about the NXEDGE style EVA-00 prototype, whatever. I do recommend this figure, I'm just gonna tell you. It's basically, my thoughts are exactly the same as they were with 01. Hello! For a little guy like that, the articulation is done very, very well. The paint job is super clean. I really dig the conversions. You have like the metallic, you have like the more shiny parts, and you have the flat yellow and gray and everything going on. You got the base. Overall, I think there's a little bit lighter on accessories than 01, but then again, EVA-00 doesn't have as much. You don't have like a crazy face. Maybe like an armorless face, but that might be asking for too much. I don't know. But once again, recommend it, like it. But that's gonna do it as usual. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, feel free to hit it up with a like. And maybe subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever EVA-00 wants.